What's up, my friends? You know who it is, of course, and welcome back to another vlog. Alright, Jake Paul, well, I heard your crappy, untalented, mindless rap song there, and so I'm putting your name in my title. Now it's time for me to talk about you for a little while. Yeah, you know, as the title says, it's finally time for me to kind of like let off some steam, or kind of vent a little bit about the Jake Paul and whatever Logan, whatever the heck his name is, and Team 10 and everything over there. I've talked a lot on YouTube about just talentless, brainless, no substance YouTubers. And I don't think that it goes much farther than top 10. I think in terms of like, that's the end of the universe in YouTube right there. And it just blows my mind, you know. It's just, you know, doing research on Jake Paul just like recently, that I didn't know this. That dude's 20 years old. That dude is 20 years old. I thought he was older than that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this dude's like a kid. He's a kid. He's literally like a child, like still. I mean, brain not even fully developed yet. You know, and the thing is just like, you know, I was watching one of my favorite YouTubers, Pyrocynical, this morning, and he just did a video on Jake Paul. He called it, you know, the end of Jake Paul. I don't know if it's the end of Jake Paul, you know, but it's definitely highlighting on some very, very, like, severe stuff that's going on over there at the Top 10 house. Like, I mean, you know, all the stuff that's going on with their neighbors, just the nuisance that they're being to their neighbors on a daily basis, the people crowding their corners, blocking traffic, all these teeny bopper, gum-chewing, you know, preteens and brainless chicks outside their apartment, you know, who God knows why they're there, you know, but they're, you know, clogging up their neighborhood. They're making their neighborhood into a circus, basically. They just like recently got in big trouble for pushing a bunch of furniture into an empty pool and then setting the pool on fire. Like, they literally like dumping gasoline in the pool, and the flames were reaching higher than the house. And then he goes outside and he climbed on a news truck, which is like got to be the stupidest thing, one of the stupidest things. That's like instant arrest right there, you know. And apparently I think he did get arrested. I can't remember exactly what happened there, but I would assume something definitely happened to him. And you know, I just can't stand this kind of activity, because it's like, not only is he young and dumb and doesn't know what he's doing, I mean, he really doesn't, guys. He's 20 years old, 20. Like, he's a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't, he shouldn't have that much money to play around with. You know, it's just the rich getting richer for no reason other than acting completely stupid. I mean, people find this stuff entertaining, they find it funny. What exactly about it is entertaining and funny? What is entertaining about watching two meatheads act like idiots? That's all they're doing. You know, like, maybe I should just change all of my content. Maybe I should just start acting like them. Maybe I should just start, you know, getting myself kicked out of stores and lighting things on fire and honking at people really loud in the street, or like, you know, throwing stuff at people, or you know, just being a nuisance in my own neighborhood. I wonder how long I'll stay in jail. Probably a little bit longer, because I don't have the financial assets that Team Top 10 has. You know, so it's just like, it gives them this free reign to just kind of like turn their house in their neighborhood into a circus. And now their neighbors are really, especially after that incident with the fire, their neighbors are really starting to speak out about these guys. And it's like, keep in mind also, these are Disney Channel personalities. Disney Channel. Like, I'm a huge Star Wars nerd, you know, myself. Disney now owns Star Wars. You know, shame on you guys, Disney, for endorsing these guys and making these guys a part of your lineup. Look at what they're doing. Young kids think this is cool. They think this is appropriate. They think this is, what was the word, savage or something? What are you talking about? Get a brain cell back in your head, people. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is what we're gonna get, and this is not even a YouTube issue. This is an issue. This is like a countrywide issue, because if you're going to amass that amount of people, that kind of following on social media, and then you're going to go around and influence people, look, with great power comes great responsibility. That's not just a corny line from a superhero movie, okay? When you attain, right, acquire that kind of power, you know, you need to monitor your activity, because you are changing people's lives. You are molding people's brains, young brains, the youth of the future. You know, so I sometimes think it's like a conspiracy theory or something, that they're making these channels popular, these meathead, no talent, no substance, just absolute jokes to society. They're purposely making these channels popular to like dumb down society or something. It's like, because why else would they be that popular? You know what I'm saying? It's like because normal people, I mean, maybe it's just me, but like normal people shouldn't like that kind of stuff. You know, like normal people shouldn't be attached to that kind of stuff. Normal people should be seeing that kind of stuff and being like, man, what a bunch of clown shoes. Like what a bunch of embarrassing kids. Like why would I want to subscribe to that? Why would I want to be a part of that? Why would I want to let my children watch that? You know, and it's just like, and Disney Channel. You know, I mean, hello. What is? It's just so crazy. You know, and the strangest part about it is that I do find myself contradicting myself a little bit because, you know, back in the day, you know, like even like 5 years ago or so, right? You know, I was a big fan of like Viva La Bam and Jackass, and even nowadays, you know, so I still get a kick out of Johnny Knoxville sometimes. Still love Jackass, right? But here's the thing, you know, so it's like, you know, you can contradict yourself because you're saying, well, you know, Jake and Logan, right, they're doing the same thing. They're just going out there and acting like idiots and filming themselves, doing what Jackass and Viva La Bam made popular. But the difference is that when Jackass was being made and when Viva La Bam was being accepted and made into a TV show and everything, right, these guys were housed by MTV. They were sponsored by MTV. They were a part of MTV and all their production companies, right? These people, when they were out there doing their stunts, they were under the supervision of professionals. Now, you know, of course, you know, I wasn't there. I'm not going to say that that was 100% true, right? But the difference is that their corporations, their companies, they required them to be under the supervision of professionals before they could put it on television, right? They have to do that. That's where the difference is, because Jake and Logan, they're not under the supervision of anyone. They're just doing whatever they want. They are kids living in a neighborhood, setting furniture on fire in a pool. There's no supervision. There's nothing going. There's just kids at a house acting up, and they're like 20 years old. It's like, you know, why is this even being allowed to happen? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's crazy to me, and that's, again, you know, it's like, I talk about this so much, but that right there, that is the reason why people with real talent on YouTube are continuously pushed underground and are continuously unnoticed. It's because kids are being taught that whatever is popular, they're supposed to like. Whatever is popular, I'm supposed to like, and that's good. You know, and that, I have to like this because you see how many subscribers he has? You see how crazy he's acting? You see how funny he is? I have to like this. I have to like this because, oh my God, the Disney Channel's supporting him and all these people love him. Oh, and it's cool to like, you know, Jake Paul. That's the power that I'm talking about. You know, of course, he wouldn't understand this because his brain isn't developed yet. He's a kid. He's only 20 years old. He doesn't get this. So that's why all this is being allowed to happen, and that's also why it shouldn't be allowed to happen. Because he's only 20 years old. Because he's just a kid. Because his brain isn't fully developed yet. I mean, my God, you know, it's like, I look at myself. You know what I was doing when I was 20 years old? I was in the Navy, fighting in a war. I was in charge of multi-million-dollar aircraft when I was 19 years old. That's what I was doing when I was 20. I was on a flight deck of an aircraft carrier with multi-million-dollar aircraft, right, overseas doing Middle East tours. What's Jake Paul doing with his life? Now, am I saying he needs to go off and join the military? No. But I'm just using myself as a comparison. Like, some people, right, actually do something with their lives. Some people actually do something productive, and some people just go off and get rich off of being stupid, off of being just complete meatheads with no substance, no creativity, no imagination, no independence, no reality, nothing. Nothing going on up here, and nothing going on in the heads of their fans at all. But you guys can change that though. So you guys don't have to follow this clown shoe. You guys can be the first one. It starts with one. So you guys can be the first one to step back from that whole scene and tell everybody else not to go near it. Because, how embarrassing. You know what? All you guys out there who are fans of Team Top 10, reevaluate yourselves. That is embarrassing. That's embarrassing. That you actually feel the need to be attached to just clown hats like those people. Just absolute absent-minded people like that. It makes you absent-minded, and I would be embarrassed to be one of those followers. Again, those kids are young, all their fans, they don't really know what's going on either. I made a lot of mistakes when I was younger too. I followed a lot of people that I shouldn't have followed. I loved a lot of things that I shouldn't have loved. But you know what happened? I grew up, and I grew out of it. And you know what? This is just a phase. This is just a phase. And, especially with all this stuff going on with Jake Paul right now, with him being basically kicked out of his neighborhood and everything, I think this might be, in another 5 or 10 years or so, I don't think that people are even going to remember this dude. I honestly think that this Team Top 10 or whatever, it's just kind of a fad. It's just another fad right now. They're popular right now, they have a lot of subscribers right now, but, it's transient, it's temporary, it's translucent, there's nothing of substance going on over at that channel, and there's all this popularity, and I think it's just got to stop. It's got to stop because, like I said so many times before, we need to give YouTube back to the creators, back to people who actually have something to say, who actually are doing something creative. Because if we don't, YouTube, real creators are just going to continue to be pushed down by that mindless crap, and it's going to continue to be a circus. So yeah, dudes, reevaluate yourselves. You know what I'm saying? Take all that responsibility that you have and think about it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why don't you guys do something productive instead of being stupid all the time? Why don't you guys do something creative with all that money that you have? What are you guys doing with all that money besides partying? Why don't you help someone out? It's like, why don't you do something? Why don't you grow other people? You know what I'm saying? Like, who are actually talented. Why don't you just do something. Put your money to good use instead of just being stupid. It's like, take that power and do something with it, man. Be a humble, heroic citizen. So anyway, that's just, that's going to end my rant today. I'm kind of done talking about it at this point. You guys can basically get a gist of what I'm saying, I'm sure, from this video. And that's going to do it for today's vlog. So go ahead and leave all of your thoughts and opinions down below in the Great White Void, and let's get this conversation going as always. And until next time we meet, guys, take care. I'll see you later.